So, with that being said, let's talk about a team that is playing out of their mind as a whole, not just one player. And the best team in the NBA currently, I think that's not even arguable. Shout out to all the Boston Celtics team we love. And also, I want to preface is the other day, of course, the clip that kind of got some traction from us was one when I'm dead tired, and everyone's dogging me about the development. When I was talking about the Boston Celtics, we were talking in comparison to the San Antonio Spurs dynasty. That's what I wanted to say. Is we were talking and comparing the development of player, like of the bench of the Boston Celtics in comparison to the Spurs. And I sounded stupid when I said that. But either way, the Boston Celtics right now, their defense is a bit below average, but their offense 118.5 rating. And it's crazy to think about that their defense is 14th, which isn't below average. It's below average for the Boston Celtics standard of last year. And Robert Williams isn't there. So imagine how good this defense will be when Robert Williams is there patrolling the middle of that paint in the offense. It's actually historic. They're above the best offensive rating in NBA history by 3 points per 100 possessions. Jason Tatum is the MVP right now. And the Celtics are shooting lights out and are on pace to set the NBA record for three-pointers made in a season. The turnaround last season was a precursor to this, but nobody saw that Joe Mazzulla would be leading the historic offense. And Tatum is looking good right now, and he's currently at 30.7 points per game. So I don't know. I really think Tatum's the MVP. There's no one that could go in front of him. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think Tatum's MVP too.
Your microphone connected to your headset.
Oh, I don't have my microphone. So
you're good. That's better. Talk.
Hello.
Yeah.
Tatum's mine for sure.
What do you think of this Boston Celtics team? I think they're just the best team in the league. I can't even preface how just good they are. Every night you see them night in and night out.
Yeah, it's hard to really rebuttal that they're not the best team. I'm interested in their schedule these upcoming games because they got Phoenix primetime. They're on a huge road trip. Preface that. They just beat Brooklyn yesterday, which is a good game without Marcus Smart. But they go to Toronto tonight, then they play Phoenix, then they play Golden State, then they play the Clippers, then they play the Lakers. That's their next 5. So I think it's going to be really interesting. And yeah, like you said, I mean, they're without their best defender. So what were they? 14th ranked defense. Their defense has been improving a lot. I remember when they were like 20th, 22nd, something like that, not just a couple of weeks ago. So the defense is clicking. But yeah, man, their offense is so good. This duo is the best duo in basketball. And they got a bunch of shooters on this team, dude. It's unreal. I remember making a Celtics video like a couple of weeks ago and looking at the 40%ers, and it was like 7 players. It's just insane. So, yeah, they're the team to beat right now. I think it's going to be cool to see Milwaukee now with Chris Middleton back and Pat Connaughton back. I think it's going to be cool to see those two clash because those are definitely the teams to take down in the East. You know, no disrespect to like Cleveland and all the other teams, but there's levels right now, and this team is at the highest level in the NBA.
This team has got 10 guys, excluding Luke Cornett, who is shooting 40%, but he's barely taking any attempts. They have 10 guys shooting league average on over 3 attempts a game. You want to hear those 10 guys? You got yourself Malcolm Brogdon on 4 attempts a game, shooting 49%. Sam Hauser shooting on 4.5 attempts, 47%. Al Horford, 4.5 attempts, 46%. Grant Williams, 4 attempts a game, 46%. Derek White, 4.5 attempts at 43.7%. Peyton Pritchard, 3 attempts a game at 36.8%. Jason Tatum, 9.3 attempts at 35.8%. Jaylen Brown at 35%, almost 36% on 7 attempts. And then you got yourself Marcus Smart at 5 attempts a game with 34.6%. And right there, okay, so I lied. 9 guys, not 10. And I just think this is a team that is Jason Tatum's playing like he's arguably the best player in the world for the time being. And their offense is just demolishing opposing teams in the half court. And yeah, their defense lacking the Celtic standard doesn't matter because teams just can't stop them. And you got yourself Al Horford, who's doing a phenomenal job out here with Robert Williams out as he's the perfect safety valve for Tatum and Brown. Because whether it's, him scoring from the three or inside, kicking it out to Smart, Tatum, Brown, Hauser, or whoever. It's just they've got so much offensive versatility and just even defensive versatility from Al Horford, even if it doesn't show in the stat sheet. Then you got Brogdon, who's one of the 6 Man of the Year candidates. And it's amazing because they got this guard rotation of Smart, Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon. And then they even though they don't have Danilo Gallinari, and maybe he might be able to come during the not regular season, the postseason, but they got themselves Sam Hauser, Grant Williams, and Payne Pritchard, all guys who can also come in and shoot more threes. And I know Blake Griffin's really not playing that much, but Blake Griffin is such a fun guy to see, like, come in and out. Now we got what I think with this team, one of the more exciting parts of the season coming up with their next, I think, part of the season. Let's look. They lost to the Heat, which was tough, but still, it's about to get into the thick of it. I know you left for a little bit. How you doing? What happened?
I don't know if you've noticed, every time I'm back home, I lose connection like halfway through these shows. It's like, honestly, it's extremely annoying.
I bet.
It's very annoying.
But I think we did. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about the Boston Celtics?
No. I feel weird because we talk about Boston all the time, but it's same thing applies for me. I mean, Tatum and Brown are making everybody better, and they took that leap. It's clear, and it's cool to see.